All right, so why Soulja Boy decided to pick a fight with a comedian, I have no idea.
This ain't the only, this ain't the only, pussy holy, worship me, yeah, you could blow me, I ain't the only, you so lonely, insecure, they don't control
All
me.
right, y'all, let's get right to it. I feel like so many people, and I'm looking at men in the industry specifically, but people in general, right? They lose their marbles when queerness or transness is the topic, right? We saw it with how people treated Dwayne Wade for having the nerve to be supporting and loving to his trans daughter. And I wonder if people like that, people who are so angry that Dwayne Wade dares to love his child, like I wonder if those people would be satisfied, if they would be happier if Zaya Wade, Dwayne's daughter, was just thrown out on the street. Like, would people be happier about that? We have so many examples of this queerphobic kind of behavior in the industry. Remember Boosie and his obsession with gay men, his harassment of Lil Nas X. And, I always say, if you are a straight man for real, or, abiding by the rules of cis heteronormativity, you'd be focusing on the woman that you claim to love so much instead of what gays are doing. Remember what the baby said while he was on stage. Talking about if you didn't show up with HIV and AIDS and any of them deadly sexually. Like, girl, if you ain't sucking D in the parking lot, put your cell phone light up. Girl, your career ain't lighting up. And it's just like, wow, peen was on your mind while you were literally on stage. That sounds like a you problem and not an us problem. And now we have Soulja Boy, who apparently has an issue with the fact that Marlon Wayans is supportive of his trans son. Now, the links for everything I'm reading will be in the description, but this article says many fans have become curious to know more about the origins of a feud between Marlon Wayans and Soulja Boy following recent developments. In a new series of posts on social media, Wayans called out Soulja Boy for using a homophobic slur and slammed him for not being relevant since 2007. So apparently this all started when Marlon went on to criticize the rapper's decision, Soulja Boy's decision to perform at Donald Trump's inauguration event at the Crypto Ball. Girl, what? I even know. On an appearance on 101 The Wiz, Wayne said in reference to artists being canceled for their association with President Donald Trump's inauguration events, he said, Soulja Boy, he been canceled. Nobody cares about Soulja Boy. So Soulja Boy better go and get that check. He don't care. I think they thought it was a Bitcoin event and they found out it was a ball for him and it was just too late to pull out. But, that's why you've got to check the fine print. And I think Marlon is being very gracious, or too gracious, too merciful here, because you don't sign up for no big event like this at White House inauguration and not know what it is, girl. Y'all know what y'all doing. Snoop Dogg know what he doing. All them black artists that got up there know what y'all doing. And this could be another video in and of itself, but I think this kind of thing, you got these rappers chasing after Donald Trump. This kind of thing happens when you put money over everything. And I know that's a motto for a lot of people in the industry, but it's when you really put money over everything, you gonna do anything for it. And look at y'all dancing on stage. All you missing is some tap dancer shoes, dancing on stage for Donald Trump, the inauguration. So yeah, I don't know why Soulja Boy meant you did what you did, stand on it. Y'all rushing over to this racist Nazi. I don't know what to tell y'all. So I guess Soulja Boy is mad about that. In the latest development in their social media feud, Soulja Boy targeted Wayne's trans son, Kai, in a social media post. Soulja Boy posted images of headlines stating that Wayans had shown public support for his son and added that F word S run in the family, huh? And I'm sure you know which F word we meant. It's not the 4-letter word, honey. No wonder you dressing up as a B word is in your blood. And later, Wayans responded to Soulja Boy's post slamming the rapper. He wrote, if Soulja Boy had a career, he could get canceled for this type of slander. Luckily, he ain't been relevant since 2007. And I'm sorry, y'all. Especially, it's funny to me. Especially because you going after, you're mad because Marlon told the truth on y'all tap dancing selves, like y'all tap dancing rappers wearing these red hats, make America great. Like, y'all mad, you mad that he told the truth about y'all chasing after coin and morals just in the toilet, right? So now you talk about his son. It's funny to when he claps back and says that you're not relevant since 2007 because you're coming after his son for no reason. And it's very weird how, like, I started out this video saying that so many men, period, right? But so many men in the industry, because, you know, we see entertainment industry, whatever, we're seeing that on our screens. They're so invested in queerness and transness, but not really. Like, y'all, every time there's a headline, there's an article, there's a TV character, a queer, oh my gosh, a queer pop star, y'all get all up in arms. But I'm just like, girl, ain't y'all straight? Focus on the straightness that y'all supposed to be doing. Focus on the cisness, the cis hetero-ness that y'all supposed to be invested in. Why they be acting like one trans person, one trans sports member, one trans they pass by one trans person and they act like that person's going to uproot all of civilization. Like, y'all have got to stop. Y'all have got to start being invested in the cis heteronormativity that y'all claim to be invested in, instead of who's trans and whose kid is trans and whose parent is supporting their kid who's trans. Like, girl, I want y'all to get real. Of course, Marlon wasn't done yet. He said, "Hey, Soulja Boy had that pookie mouth." Jeez. And I looked this up. Like, apparently this is real. Like, the before and after is real. And so, you know, you can say what you want to say about it. But like I said in the beginning of the video, I just don't understand why Soulja Boy came at this comedian like this and expected for him to let up. Marlon said, "Oh, my child had top surgery and still has more chest than you." And it's just like, okay, I get what you're trying to say, but that joke to me, Marlon, was a little weird. We could have kept that one. I like the rest of the jokes, okay, but this one was a little weird. I don't know, especially given how, like, cis people perceive trans bodies, trans people in general. I was just like, okay. But, you know, the rest of it, I really like that Marlon was dragging Soulja Boy, because I just feel like y'all need to stay in your own lane. If you were made so uncomfortable by transness, queerness, all that stuff, just scroll by it. Just scroll by it, okay? Wayans has been consistently vocal about his support for Kai. The Little Man actor talks about Kai's experience on Jennifer Hudson's show. He shared that Kai is the same child they was before. They just got a beard now. Okay, same, baby. He also highlighted the importance of having family support during the time of transition. Let me switch articles real quick here. Wayans has previously criticized Elon Musk for how the Tesla CEO has treated his trans daughter, Vivian Jenna Wilson. Speaking to Club Shay Shay podcast host Shannon Sharp, the actor criticized Musk for his estranged relationship with Vivian, who is a trans woman. Marlon said, "I have a Tesla that I'm about to drive over a cliff. I don't like what he be saying about his trans child. You don't treat them babies like that. You don't disown your babies. Love your child." And so in this age of just trauma, chaos, right? You would think that, okay, we got this black man out here saying, okay, love your child, love your kid, make sure you take care of your spawn. Like, girl, like, you got this guy out here saying this, and then now it's an issue. Now it's a problem. Make sure you support your kids, unconditionally love them. And that's the issue. And I find it so interesting. I relate it back to the thing I always say about how people so many people would rather see guys fight than hug. They would rather see guys beat each other up than embrace each other. And so I think that, like, lines up a little bit with how, especially like in the black community, you would think, like, okay, girl, we are already part of an oppressed group, a minority group. Like, I'm not going to be over here making life worse for someone just because they're a part of a minority group. Like, girl, you are part of one too. And all the intersections and all that, I just feel like we ain't got no time for this. We don't have no time to waste, especially when, you know, when the most oppressed among us are in danger. We all in danger. So to ignore the trans community or downplay them or act like they're not human beings it's just corny to me, you know, especially when you have these parents out here saying, oh no, I'm going to support my child. Like, I don't care. I'm going to support and love my child. Like, you got parents out here saying that and they're being shamed for it. So I don't know. I'm glad that Marlon is dunking on his clapping back, you know, at Soulja, because that's what's needed. That's what's needed. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Love y'all so much. And make sure that you have a good evening.
Homie, no, this ain't the only, push the holy, worship me.